there, comic friends and fiends. Rob here. We've got the new background with the comic displays. We'll add some more later. But today we have a big box from PGX to open up here. And so here it is down here. We're going to go ahead and open this up and take a look and see what we got inside. This should be, actually, I know it is. This has some Silver Age stuff in there, so we'll get a chance to take a look and see how they're doing with the Silver Age. Joy, packing peanuts. I hate packing peanuts. All right, we're going to fast forward here as I get into these and get these out so we can take a look. All right, and we're back. So I'm going to go ahead and pull these here from my stack. They're a mix of, here, I come back here, you see they're all still right here. Just open them up. I haven't seen what they are. Should have mostly Silver Age books. And then there's going to be a little bit of some more modern, a couple modern books in there that were kind of rounding out my my pick. And then there might be a couple of returns here. I put that window there so you can see the book, so I'm not no nefarious swapping out. There may be a couple returns. I had some items being fixed from previous returns, so we'll take a look at that. I take a look here, and you can see right here on camera. I thought for a second maybe they had addressed this, but no, that issue's still there. Although this is much smoother as I rub my hand on it than it has ever been before, or at least in a while. So let's take a look and see what we got here. Take this first one off the pile here. We have this Submariner number 7, that photo cover. This one definitely has some aging to it. Now, all these I also did pre-screening on, so the fact that they're all slabbed was good. It means they all got better than what I was looking for, or at least what I was looking for, or what I was expecting. So here we go. Submariner number 7. Survey says 6.5. Yeah, and cream to white pages. Did I not get? I could have sworn I asked for grader's notes on these. I'll have to request the grader's notes and get that up here. Anyways, I'm going to reduce down this window a little bit just so you can see them still here, but more of this. Anyway, so Submariner number 7. We're actually going to have a run of Submariners here. Let's see what we got here. This one is Submariner number 6. This one is a very nice cover. Couple spine. I know there's some stuff in the spines and whatnot here, but we get 7.5. Nice with white pages. 7.5 white pages. Very nice. I expect. Oh, this one's Submariner number 5. This one looks good, but it's a. I was guessing this one's probably gonna be like a 5.5, 6.0, 7.5. Wow, 7.5 white pages. Oh wow, this thing pressed out way. This thing was way rougher. I mean, there's still some spine ticks in here, but this cover had some creases in it when I sent it in. That's why I thought it was so low. This thing pressed out beautifully. Holy. I wish I had a before picture of this. This is just an amazing job. Beautiful. Whew. All right. That makes me very happy. Got a little run of the Submariners. Actually, we got Submariner 1's up there, but we got this. This is should be. I have a run here of 2 through 12. I think it is here. So here's Submariner number 4. 6.5. Nice. Yeah, this one's definitely got some more chewed up along the top and the bottom edge, for sure. A lot rougher up in there, but oh, even the back's got a little bit of creasing. Very good. That's off-white to white pages. Submariner number 3, 9.2. That one doesn't surprise me. This one is but it's off-white to white pages. This one was I had another copy that wasn't very good, and I managed to find this one, and I thought that this one was definitely could be any. Before pressing, I was thinking it was like an 8.5 to a 9. So after pressing to see it at 9.2, that doesn't surprise me at all. Beautiful. All right, Submariner number 2. This one I thought was pretty good. I thought this was in that same range as I recall. Only question mark was the writing on here, how that was getting impacted. But this is Submariner number 2, and the survey says 8.0. Yeah. Oh, actually, the bottom is more dinged up than I recall. So yeah, definitely. Still, 8.0, I will take that. These are some nice grades on some early Submariner stuff here. All right, Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man number 1. And this here is The Return of the Tarantula. Let's see here. 9.0. Very good. White pages. This is a newer one, obviously. Star Wars Kanan issue 6. This, of course, is it doesn't. Oh, they didn't put it on here, but this is the first full appearance, of course, of the Sabine Wren and the whole crew there. And survey says 9.6. Yeah, okay, there's some little rub stuff. I had hoped to get a 9.8 out of it, but I'll take a 9.6. Well, what am I going to do? I'm not going to send it back. I'm not going to undo anything, right? So, all right. First appearance of Kanan Jarrus. Kanan, Last Padawan number 1. 9.8. We get the 9.8 here. Very good. All right, looks like we're getting back into some silver or at least Bronze Age stuff here based on the back of the book. Yes, The Amazing Spider-Man 134. So this is our first appearance of the Tarantula and second appearance of the Punisher in cameo. Harry Osborn learns Spider-Man's identity. 6.0. Yeah, this presents really, really well for a 6.0. Oh yeah, I remember why. Now I'm looking at the back and see if you can sort of see right down. There is a major crease that runs right down the middle that pressing just couldn't get out, and it color breaks on the back cover there. I do, yeah, I remember that. It was like one of these things like when I got the book, and there's some little color breaks in through here. I remember when I got it, I was like so disappointed that when I found that. But hey, 6.0 for this book here. This is from what, 1974, and it presents beautifully. So, all right, what do we got here? Amazing Spider-Man number 58. This one's got some staining, some chips, definitely some stuff. We get a 4.0. Yeah, this is off-white to white pages. Again, they did a really good job. I mean, I see there's some flaking of color down here, and some edges in the pages don't align. Especially noticeable on the back, and there's some staining and whatnot. So, I mean, there's no doubt. I mean, that this book's not a high grade, whatever. But for how well it presents, it seems like the 4 is a little bit maybe a little tough on this. I would have thought this was maybe a 5, but I'm not a professional grader. You know, and I don't have the list in front of me of all their little defects. And to be honest, some of these older books I didn't exactly um, take meticulous notes. I just knew that it was a book that I wanted to preserve. So there you are. All right, this one I know was in rough shape. Amazing Spider-Man 56. You can tell a lot of yellowing. You look at the backside, there's a lot of yellowing. Not as much staining though, but you do have some of this halo coloring. And we get a 6.5 out of it. So, I mean, the staining, I guess, really gets it. And the page misaligned. This one, the pages are aligned. Um, 6.0, 6.5 rather. Off-white to white pages. Okay. Like I said, sometimes these books when you're doing these, when you're looking at, you're so used to seeing high grade modern books, and you're looking at them over and over again, and the difference between a 9.8, a 9.6, 9.4, you're like, okay, well, this, that, and there's little minor things. And it's a lot more difficult, at least for me, as I'm learning more and more about this. When you get to these older books that really try to determine which accumulation of defects hurts what. But there's the thing is, so PGX on their grading, they're very clear on their website, I should say, about what their grading scale is. And if I took the time to probably look at these ahead of time, I probably would do better, and probably should. But they basically are following the Overstreet Guide description for all these different things. Whereas, like, if I go to CBCS site or CGC site, it's a lot more vague. So, but it is clear, at least when you're going through there, when it starts talking about there are certain things, whether foxing or staining or the size of a tear or the size of a discolorization or these different things that will dictate the highest grade it could get. So even though the book might present phenomenally, there could be that one thing that just dictates that that's the highest that thing's going to go. And I'll get the grader's notes on these, and maybe we'll do a video revisit some of this. But this one right here, this one I'm nervous about. I'm hoping for a good grade on this one, north of a 6. Amazing Spider-Man 38. This is the second brief appearance of Mary Jane Watson, and the last Steve Ditko issue. I'm afraid to even look. 6.0. All right. That makes me happy. I would have loved to get something a little bit more, but 6.0 was really where, I was strong in thinking we were going to be there, and I'm glad to see it didn't get less than that. So, oh, I'm happy with that. Good. Whew. All right, back to a more modern book. I can tell by the backside here. What is this? Amazing Spider-Man #1. So this is volume 4. So this is the first cameo appearance of Cindy Moon, becomes Silk in here. And this is the Martin incentive variant. And survey says 9.8. Wonderful. Wonderful. Excellent. All right. Let's take a look here. What else we got? This is not a good sign when I grab the book off the top and it's opened up here. And it won't stay closed. And this one is when I sent this back to them for, because the label was wrong on it. And this has got, there it goes. The comic itself is sealed inside of a plastic bag, and that bag, the edge of it that was sealed, was sticking out, preventing this from closing all the way. I managed to nudge it over, and that got it done. So this one I already knew before. This is Dr. After #1. This is my Ken Hazer sketch cover. It was a 9.8 before. It's still a 9.8. This was just a correction. Ken Hazer's name was misspelled on the label. So that one has been fixed. All right, what we got this one? All right, so this is a foil cover. Harley Quinn 16, convention exclusive, signed by Amanda Connor and Jimmy Palmiotti. This is a book that previously we had a 9.8 on, and if you go back and see the reaction video, you'll see I said I was really kind of surprised because of the foil. That the foil covers, especially for an older one, is really hard, and this one has a couple dings on it. And so I had a couple books that had some different things I noticed, and so I reached out to them, and they agreed to take a look at them and potentially regrade them. So let's see what we got on the regrade, because I know I was at 9.8, so I've only dinged myself. But hey, it's about being honest, right, and having an honest representation of the book. So if I decide to ever move this, which is probably unlikely because I love Harley and Amanda Connor's work and whatnot, but if I do, I want it to be representative of an honest. And still end up with a 9.8. Okay, so apparently upon assessment, they must have decided that those minor little dings were not an issue. Huh. I still disagree. But that means this one, I'm going to maybe at some point have to send this to CBCS. Because again, the signatures aren't witnessed, so to get them authenticated, or maybe for right now I just stick it in my bag and hold on to it, see what, reach out to PGX and see what their explanation is, and their interpretation of the grading scale, because I might just be completely misunderstanding I might be being overly stringent, and that's fine if that's the case. So we'll take a look at that. This is another one. Some of these, I'm getting confused on all these. So this is one that was here previously before, and I believe this one was just one where I had several where the cases were warped and weren't sealing. I think this was just one of those that was just redone. Yeah, it was a 10 before. I remember that, so I'm not going to get all stupid excited about the fact that it's still a 10. It was just the case was warped before. Great. I love that. The only problem I have with 10s really is every once in a while, somebody comes to sign these things and I see a book like that that's so beautiful that would look great as a signed book, but then I'm like, oh, I don't want to crack a 10. That's like crazy. All right. So this one, The Batman Who Laughs, number 1. This one we got back before, and I think it was a 9.8. Pretty sure it was a 9.8. Might have been a 9.9. But then I looked at it, and in the course of their, after grading, when it went to be encased, they managed to bend the corner slightly, and it got a crease in it. And so I sent it back, and it looks like they pressed and pressed to get that out, because I don't see any evidence of it. Either that or they replaced the book, one or the other. Let's see what we get. 9.8. So we did. I want to say that this was. I had I think before it was a 9.9. I want to think. So we dropped to 9.8, but that's fine. I would have been surprised as all hell to see it. Keep that. Of course, we got a scratch on the case. Blast it. All right. Oh my goodness. Some of these are sticking together. Oof. All right, Gwen Stacy 2. I cannot remember whether or not this one was a resubmit or whether or not this one was um, a fresh submit. I really should have my list up here, but we get up with a 9.8. That's a beautiful book. That Virgin Gwen Stacy #2. Yeah, very nice. Matter of fact, maybe while I'm doing this, I'll try to open up my list that I had so I can be sure that I got them all. Let's grab another book here. Ah! Oh, careful. Careful, careful, careful. All right. We're going to take this up. Oops, I just raised it up. Oh, there we go. 9.8. This is Gwen Stacy, #1. This is the Romita Hidden Gem variant here. And, yeah, 9.8. I think that one was a case fix. All right. This is Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man #1. Scorpion Comics Clan McDonald Comics exclusive variant. And this one is a 9.8. Oops. Put that on camera there for you. 9.8. This is another one that was a case fix, that the case was warped. Another Ghost Spider #1 variant, and 9.8. That was already there. All right. This was, I think, the last one of the ones that was a case fix. Ghost Spider #1. This is a Clayton Crane. Who preserves the 9.8 because it's just a reholder. All right, this one was a fresh submit. Ultimate Spider-Man #1. This is the new origin of Spider-Man, first Ultimate title, 9.6. Not bad. That was a pickup from a buddy of mine. I think it was just dumping books, $5. Bought it for, what a deal. All right, back into some more Silver Age goodies. Submariner #12. 9.0 with off-white to white pages. That's a good-looking book. No doubt about that. Looking beautiful. All right. Submariner #11. Captain Barracuda appearance. This is a tough one. It has a mostly black cover. 9.4. Off-white to white pages. That is a clean book. There's no doubt about that. Whew. I'm very happy with that. Well, I'm really interested to see, though, is my Submariner #8 that's in here. That'll be interesting. Okay, Submariner #10. Ooh. This is the first full appearance of Carthon the Quester. 9.0. Beautiful. Ooh, 2 books remaining. And they're both oldies. Submariner #9. First appearance of the Serpent Crown. Let me see. I'm guessing this one. See this stuff in here. This is going to be a 9.0. I was kind of wondering if that was going to make it to an 8. I don't know if you can see it in here in the 8.5 realm or not. There's a little bit of abrasions, but they're not. There's abrasion along the spine, but there's no creases along the spine. That's what's crazy. You're talking about a book here. This book is from 1969. Look at the colors pop on it, how bright that is. And we're talking about that there's almost not a single spine tick. It's just some abrasions. It's just amazing. This has got to be okay. This is the book I wanted. I almost want to crack it open and smell it. I wish I could smell it. I love the old newsprint. This is gonna be it, right? Submariner number 8. This book, Prince Namor versus the Thing. This all black cover, so tough to find in good condition. Every little tick shows. There is a tick there, but there's like, it's so minor. I still have some creasing up in this corner along here that wouldn't press out. Um, and it continues onto the backside, so it's the whole way through that whole corner at some point got folded over. But what did we get? Did we keep it above an 8 by any chance? Please, please. I'm thinking maybe 8.5. It all depends on this. This is the thing right here. 8.5. Oh yeah, that is really amazing for a cover like this, all black to survive like that. This newsprint just didn't survive. Wow. Whew. That was amazing. I you know, I love, as much as I love opening up these modern books and busting out the occasional 9, 9, and a 10. There's something about opening up books from the late 60s. When you're talking about books at this point that are 50, 60 years old, and you're busting these things out, and you're able to get these high grades on them. Uh, my heart goes. Anyways, hey guys, leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. What was your favorite of those? I mean, that was a run of Submariners there. So now I've got those Submariners 1 through 12 knocked in. That Spider-Man, a couple of amazing Spider-Mans in there. Um, Obviously, there's the ones that came back being fixed. That's great. A couple of them were reholders. A couple of them had, we had one had a misspelling. We had a couple checked for grades. All good. Tell me what you think down below. In the meantime, guys, collect what you like. Don't let anybody tell you what to get, what not to get. Especially me. I'm just a fat man with a fat stack of comics and a fat opinion. Thanks for watching.